If your manifestations feel slow, if you have been visualizing, affirming, taking aligned action, and it's still not showing up, it is not because you're blocked. It is not because you're doing anything wrong. It is because you are still aligned with the timeline of the old you. And that is what we are going to be shifting today. So welcome, beautiful souls, to Infinite You. I'm Dr. Sheri, spiritual psychologist, multidimensional mindset mentor, intuitive empowerment guide, and soul-led success coach. And I help you align with your soul, with the authentic part of who you are, your inner essence, your highest timeline, so you can leave limits behind, reprogram your mind, create your belief, your core beliefs, and your identity around that, so you can create and manifest from truth, not struggle. So welcome, everyone. I want to start today with a little bit of a story, my why, and then we'll get into the gist of what the heck is going on with why you are not manifesting faster. There were times in my life where I was doing everything right. Journaling, visualizing, taking action, being positive, staying consistent, and nothing was moving. And what I didn't realize then was this: I was calling in a future timeline while staying emotionally anchored in an old one. My manifestation wasn't slow, I was split. And once I aligned my identity, my core beliefs, my mindset and energy and frequency with the vision, with the next timeline, that shift was instant. So I want to talk about why, the real reason behind why manifestations slow down. Most people try to manifest from their current identity, right? I'm using identity interchangeably with your core beliefs, with, your paradigms, your stories, whatever your programming is right in this moment, all of the things that make you you. And I want to differentiate very, very quickly. Your soul has a frequency. Your soul is true with a capital T. Your soul is eternal. Your soul is always connected. Your soul is very wise and authentic. And so if you can align your core beliefs, your true programs with the frequency of your soul, you can create an identity that is super aligned with the essence of who you are. But we're human, and so we're programmed, and we have paradigms, and we have stories, and we have trauma, and we have all these other things going on that when we can get past them, move past them, see them, release them, rewire them, that's what I'm getting at. So most people try to manifest from their current identity, from their current set of core beliefs and their programming that they have right here, right now, instead of the identity or the version of them who already has what they want. I don't even want to get into the tangential space. There are people that, manifest because they've got their eye on the prize and they're super focused and they create momentum and they're in that space. I'm talking about alignment that feels meaningful, gratifying, and absolutely aligned with your soul's purpose, right? So I want to say that again. Most people try to manifest from their current identity instead of the identity of the version of them who already has what they want. So I know for me, when I think about what gives me joy, what makes me feel like I'm in a higher vibration, what makes me feel really good, what do I want to attract, what do I want my life to look like, freedom and creativity and having income and impact, in a way that feels really, really good to me. So those are the bigger, why questions for you. But just remember that manifestation is not about forcing reality. It is about aligning with the timeline where your desire already exists. You're not waiting for your desire. You're waiting for your identity to match it. And so the 4 quantum reasons why manifestation feels slow. Number 1, you are still entangled in your old timeline. You're thinking like her, you're acting like her, you're reacting like her, you're protecting yourself like her, but your desire belongs to the new you. The gap is your identity. The gap is the belief system. So remember that when you're creating, create from the space of who you are in your future self, your quantum self, like who you are in that next timeline, in that new timeline. We're shifting timelines all the time anyway, every time we make a big decision, every time we take an aligned action. So number 2, your emotional frequency contradicts your desire. You are asking for expansion and manifestation when you are still vibrating at hesitation, fear, doubt, unworthiness, discomfort, survival energy. Frequency always wins. It always wins. So remember that identity and frequency absolutely attract more of what you want. So if you're stuck, you might be in that space. Number 3, you haven't chosen the new timeline fully. This is huge. This is your big inspired vision, like what you really want to step into, right? So it's really about connecting with soul and getting very, very clear on what it is you want. What is your soul saying to you? Remember that desire is not the same as decision. Your new timeline activates the moment you say, I'm unavailable for anything less. I made a whole video about deciding. I'll try to link it to this video if I can find it. I think I posted it just this past week, like maybe Tuesday, maybe November 11th. Anyway, I will try to find that and I will put the link for that, with this video, right? So what do we need to do? We need to hear the calling of our soul. We need to decide. We need to get very, very clear and affirm and confirm and commit to that new decision. And then we create from a place of absolute resolve, right? So decide, commit, and be in that space of resolve. And you say to yourself, I am unavailable for anything less. And that is when reality reorganizes. It cannot not, I know I used the double negative, it cannot not reorganize because you are putting the power of that decision, of that commitment and that resolve into the quantum field. Number 4, you're waiting to feel like the person who has it instead of becoming her. Quantum reality does not respond to waiting. It responds to embodiment, right? So just remember that. So decide, commit, have that resolve, and just be the person you want to be in that new timeline. Who is she? How is she feeling? What is she doing? What is she wearing? How are you waking up in the morning? Who are you talking to? What do your relationships look like? What does your business look like? What are you creating? What are you doing at your job if you're, out there working, right? How are you feeling in your body? Are you listening to your soul? What beliefs are you holding that feel really, really freaking good to you, right? What is your hell yes? So what can you do? Step number 1, ask, which timeline am I vibrating with? The old me, the current me, the future me? Number 2, anchor the identity of the version of you who already has it. How does she feel? What is she thinking? What is she deciding, right? I just kind of went through this like off the top of my head. How does she carry herself? Who are you hanging out with? What are you talking about? What are you dreaming about? Are you laughing? Are you joyful? Do you feel free, right? Do you feel infinite? Do you feel connected? Do you feel like you're ready to be out in the world and serve in a really cool, impactful way? Step number 3, shift your frequency before you act. Alignment, action, acceleration, right? So align with the truth of who you are, your authenticity, the frequency of your soul. Gather your most beautiful, powerful, empowered beliefs around that frequency, right? You get to decide. Your old programming doesn't have to rule who you are, right? Your reality doesn't dictate your identity unless you want it to. And a lot of people that live in that space of victimhood, like, oh, poor me, this is happening and this is who I am as a result. What if you could say to yourself, this is who I am and this is my reality, right? It's a huge, quick quantum shift for sure. So step number 4, release old timeline energy. Let go of thoughts, of habits, and behaviors tied to the version of you who is trying to survive and not expand. Let go of that, girl. Your manifestation isn't slow. It is already done on the quantum timeline. Every timeline already exists. Now your job is to match the version of you who already has it. When your identity shifts, your timeline collapses and you move into a beautiful, new, expansive, amazing space. That's why we are here as human beings, and it is all good. It is so powerful. And if this video resonated with you, go ahead, hit subscribe, hit like, definitely comment, and hit that notification bell. I put a video out every Friday, every Sunday, and every Tuesday. And if spirit moves you, if soul moves you, go ahead and comment a heart emoji if you feel like it, a star, infinity sign, whatever works for you, dancing girl. I align with my highest timeline. Whatever you want to put in the comments, go for it, right? And in the meantime, I invite you for sure to join my free newsletter. I invite you to watch my free, amazing masterclass / webinar, whatever you would like to call it. It is called Recode Your Reality. And I talk about energy and frequency and alignment and manifestation and psychology and mindset. It is a very cool, integrated, impactful, less than 60-minute video that will definitely get you into a different space and probably a different timeline, right? So go ahead, sign up for my free newsletter, watch that free webinar. And if you would like to connect with me for a quantum alignment session, a quantum clarity call, whatever you would like to use our time for, I will put the link in the description box below for that as well. And I will see you all next time, beautiful souls. Have a beautiful morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you are watching this in the world. And I will see you next time. Namaste.